Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today I'm super excited. We're going to be unboxing this half-pound loot bag of foreign coins, and yeah, I'm really just looking forward to the results. We've gotten some insane finds recently, lots of 1800s silver, early 1800s copper, that sort of thing, so I'm hoping that trend will continue. I'll pour it out and we'll get searching. And the first thing that I'm seeing here is this 1945 50 centavos World War II era coin. This one's from Brazil, so yeah, definitely not one I've seen before. Vargas. I'd be curious to know what the Brazilian kind of impact or what they did during World War II. I really don't know. Here's a 1953 10 franc coin from France. This is before they devalued their currency, so this would become 10 centimes several years later. If we get one of those types of coins later, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This one is a Peruvian coin, so more South American, 1999. 10 centimos. So yeah, this definitely looks more modern compared to some of the other Peruvian coins that we see, which we do get a fair amount of, which is kind of interesting. Here's a 1945 2 francs coin from France. This one actually has a lot of nice uncirculated kind of luster to it with just a gorgeous design. If you look at this one, I just really prefer the one on the right, and I pretty much point that out like every other video, but it still holds, and it's one of my strong world coin opinions, I guess. Here is a 1970 uncirculated Hong Kong dollar. So these are quite pretty. I don't think they're worth a ton, but I always kind of marvel at the edge, as it's pretty interesting. This one looks really old, though. 1888, 20, probably Statinki, from, my guess is Bulgaria, but what a coin. I mean, I've never seen this design before. I just recognize the CTOT, NHKN. You know, I know that that's not what the pronunciation is, but that's definitely a special one for me to pull out. Just super neat. Here's a French Republic coin, 1941, 10 centimes. So this definitely looks like a World War I coin or II coin, as does this one. Just the metal content that was being used. It's like a zinc or steel type thing. This is 5 francs over here, though, 1943 from Belgium. But yeah, that's always interesting to see. And this one, it looks quite silver. I've never seen anything like it. 1914. I'm going to flip it over, and it's a 50 centavos coin, which is actually really cool because I would have thought it would be like a lot higher of a denomination, many escudos, as like some of 10 escudo coins that can sometimes be silver from Portugal, but this lower denomination really confirms its authenticity. And watch it not be silver, but I really think it is, just based off of the overall look, date, and denomination of the coin. Super neat find. And that's kind of what makes these hunts special, is getting stuff like that I've just never really come in contact with before. 1961 franc, there is one of those coins. A 5 Pfennig coin from West Germany. 1950 is the date. They still have their coins available for exchange, which is one of the few European countries that does. Here's a 1955 half Anna from India. And yeah, Indian coin collecting population is very large. There's some pretty large YouTube channels, but just hardly anybody ever watches them because we don't interact with their content that much. 1958, 5 francs from Belgium. That's a solid find, but nothing crazy. And then this is also 1968, 10 years later, from Colombia, 20 centavos. So yeah, lots between that, Peru, Brazil, a lot of South American today. 1995, Ireland, 10 pennies, or I always mess up the Irish denomination. Could be Pingan, something like that. I don't know. 1972, though, 1 cent, 10th anniversary from Trinidad and Tobago. So I don't remember or recognize the 10th anniversary coinage, but I've seen a lot of those types of pennies over my days hunting these lots. And then we got a 6pence, 1959 from Great Britain. This one is silver, though, and it's one of my favorite designs. They all seem so magnificently toned. It's 2000 race, 1922. It gets 100th anniversary of independence for Brazil, and yeah, that's what it says right there. At least Independencia. That looks like a pretty independence-focused coin. But yeah, these remind me of the commemorative half dollars that the United States made from 1892 to 1954, which are some of my favorite coins, though I don't own many. This one is a 1935 Costa Rica coin, 1 colon, and BICR is interesting because it used to be BCCR, I think, on some of the more recent coinage. So just interesting to see that little trend playing out. And then after that, we've got this aluminum French state 1944. This is the Vichy puppet state with Travail, Famille, Patrie. They switched up the slogan, and that plays out onto their coins as well. 1929 is an older Polish one, 1 zloty. This is not going to be silver, but I haven't seen any stuff this early. It looks like it's from the 80s or something. It does not look as old as the date suggests, which is kind of interesting. And then 2 of the same coin pretty much here. I think it's a Taiwanese dollar or new dollar, something like that. It also could be Chinese, but I think it's Taiwanese. So that's that. After that, we've got a Cyprus 1 piastre, 1938. That could be a better coin. I'm not sure. It's a George Rex Imperator. I just know that some of these Cyprus coins that were minted by Great Britain have really, really low mintages, which can be interesting. And then after that, we've got this Israeli coin, 100, I think, agarot, which is like 1 lira. That's my best guess as to what this is. It could be Pruda as well. Then we've got this one, Netherlands 1914. So I'm curious to see if it'll be like Antilles. This is 1 cent coin. We can't really tell from this coinage. There's no kind of feature that gives it away, but it's a really pretty coin. And the thing that I was eyeing is this coin, Ceylon, ½ cent from 1912, in really what is looking like quite nice condition. Government or Emperor of India, it's George V though, so Great Britain. That could be a valuable coin. I'm going to be probably pulling this one aside just because you never know with a coin like this. It could be quite scarce, and to get it in such good condition could be a really good find. This one looks silver, French though. 1 franc 1919, and by now a lot of the toning has kind of worn off. It's kind of melted into a color that's not quite as appealing, I'd have to say. But at one point, I think that this was probably just an absolutely gorgeous coin with unbelievable toning. Now it's kind of all turned to black and kind of washed out a little bit. But anyways, it's silver, 83.5%. I'm almost 100% positive. This one is a Thai baht coin. I don't know what denomination it is. And then this is a 5 franc from Belgium. So we get these coins a lot. I think we already got one even this session. Here is a 1 peso coin, 1956, from Chile, and it has some like proof-like type look to it, which is kind of neat. Here is a circulating coin, 10 new pence from Great Britain, 1968 is the date. And these coins have grown on me. They used to be in like every hunt, and I never wanted to see them, but it's been a long time since I found one of those. 1945, 1 franc, another aluminum coin, and then 50 francs from 1951. Just shows you how inflated the coinage got pretty quickly, the French franc. 1958, 20 centavos from Argentina, also adding to that variety, and this one looks maybe super polished, or there's something going on there where there's a lot of abrasions on that coin. Here is a neat looking coin. I think it's from Nepal. Yeah, there it is, Nepal. I've seen them in the past. Solid find. I kind of like how it has the outline of Nepal itself. That's home to Mount Everest. Here's the French 10 centimes. This is what I was talking about. I promised I'd follow up on it. Maybe we got the 10 francs over there. Yeah, so these have the same value. You could spend this once they revalued them, but it would just be accepted at the rate of 10 centimes. So they're even the same size pretty much. Right here, this looks either Egyptian or Syrian. 1972, I think? Would make sense. This one's a 1973 Denmark 5 ore. Then we have another ore coin, but it looks like from a different place, Norway, 1937. So right in the midst of the beginnings of World War II. And then this is a German Third Reich Nazi coin, 1942 1 Reichspfennig from the E Mint, wherever that is. This is a 1946 farthing. So I think that's half of a halfpenny. And then a 1960 French franc. More French, 1943, 5 centimes. Another one, 1 franc. This coin, though, is honestly, nothing that I can really recognize. 1357 is going to be the date, one of something, but yeah, I really don't know what the issuing country is. After that, we've got a Bank of the Central African Bank, 1996, 50 francs. This actually could be a coin that's new for my collection in terms of getting a new country. I'm not exactly sure what I have, but I'm going to be putting this one aside and making sure that it's not anything totally new. There's that 10 franc coin, but then we've got this one, which is a 1951 sixpence, and our last coin looks silver, 10 cents. It's got Der Ned, looks like from Netherlands. Let's see, Koenig. Could be an older find. Let me zoom in. Does that say 1876? 1876. Wow. So it's a tiny, tiny coin, so I doubt that there's going to be huge value, but it could be a really rare one. That's for sure. I have to do a little math. I think that's 135 years old, something like that, which is just a huge number, maybe 145, I don't even know. But I'm pretty tired right now, so that's why I can't do the mental math, which I honestly should have. But here's the finds today. So many coins that were great. I'm not even going to list them all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a few weeks with another one of these types of videos. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me or contact on treasuretown.yt.com, my website, my Facebook, Treasuretown, my Twitter, @treasuretown_YT, or my Instagram, @treasuretown_YT. Looking forward to seeing you on some of my other videos.